Okay.
Hold on 2 seconds. That's it.
Okay, here we go. Aberlady, what is it, 21st of June, must be about 1 o'clock at Aberlady Nature Reserve.
Look at that bit in there, it's beautiful. Film that bit there.
Yeah. You do know you're on YouTube. But yeah, it's kind of, well, I suppose it makes it. Oh, there we go, deer. Can you just make that out?
What?
Over there.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Now, okay, we've got a wooden bridge here that kind of stems along from the car park, but the path I do know does get a bit stony and it's going to get a little bit uncomfortable. Actually, it doesn't get too bad from what I remember. But it is about a 1 mile walk from here to basically we're aiming for about here.
Why not there?
Because we'll be walking along from there to, because we'll be walking from about here, around about here to about here where the rocks are. Now,
You can just go straight up, look.
You can, but it defeats the purpose.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not when you've got this. You've
Yes,
got a big beach. You've got a big beach here.
Let's do that.
And also, there's a bit. I think we should be clear, but there is a nudist. Occasionally, at the east end of the beach, there is a nudist beach.
Ever?
Well, what's this?
Actually, in London, it takes a bit chilly. In the weather, I thought it was gorgeous.
So did I. But it's unusual to see a deer. Never seen a deer this close to the beach before. I can't imagine there being too many naturists on a Saturday. I think do naturists take a Saturday off?
Probably not.
Huh.
You're going to get the kids off if there's people there.
Scotland. I mean, naturism in Scotland or Tuesdays just should not exist. I mean, there should. I mean, it's one thing for people to get their kit off, but to get their kit off in Scotland seems completely insane. But yeah, first time I was there, this guy was about 40 yards away from me, and I just couldn't believe that somebody was doing that in Scotland. For somebody to do that in Scotland. I mean, to be honest, most naturists shouldn't even get naked in the shower, let alone. It just shouldn't be done. These things, there's a time and place for that, and nowhere in Scotland should be. Oh. It's okay, we'll get attacked soon enough. But the air's very, very still, which means midges.
I don't know.
Aye. It's funny because first time I ever walked here a few years ago, my feet would never have been able to handle this.
Look at you now.
It's a sign that my feet are getting stronger and the skin's getting a bit thicker. I'm not saying it's comfortable, but my feet are able to handle it. But it's worth it for the big beach, and that's the wonderful aspect of it. When you walk barefoot for long enough. I mean, ideally I would love to do the long walk barefoot if I could get away with it. If I thought I could get away with it, I would do. And if I walked on these surfaces often enough, then my feet would get stronger. But anyway, it's just kind of. I suppose we could have went to the market, but I suppose this is something totally. Have you ever?
If you have a chance in Scotland, get out in nice weather. We can do the market any Saturday.
Yep.
It's on every Saturday.
Well, I think.
We'll do that one day.
Yep. I mean, have you ever done this before?
No, never.
Oh, you've never been here?
I'm happy to be here. I've never been here before.
Ah. I mean, The only other beach I can compare it to would be Tentsmuir, although it's not as big as Tentsmuir. I mean, up there you've got Gullin Golf Course and so on, where they have the Scottish Open every.
Stop a second, I need to try and fix this. I think I've found a solution.
Ah.
Stop it back. That's better. Now look, it's not
Okay.
banging about at all.
Slight wind, but compared to the last couple of days, it's not too bad actually. But you can see the tide's out, so you can see it being. So it's going to be even better when we get there.
Yeah, tell me you keep.
Occasionally I do, but occasionally I drift up and down. But then, before you know it, I'll get YouTube on my case saying, "Oh no, you're not allowed to do it." I'll get another day age restricted. Bizarrely, yesterday when I was on the treadmill and I did the treadmill thing, all it was about 11 minutes of me walking a kilometre barefoot on the treadmill, and I'm amazed I've not got an age restricted warning on it as yet. Because, I don't know, I mean, if I'm padding about the back garden barefoot, but then I wonder if
Maybe just because of the wording.
well, that's
Bare.
yep. Well, barefoot, 'cause I mean, the people think it's foot
Well,
fetish.
people think, I wonder if it's just an automatic. Like the computer picks up on that word.
Yep.
And actually nobody watches it to see that it is.
Yep.
It's just that. It's like a flag up
Yeah.
word.
Well, this is it. That's what I'm thinking as well, because
Maybe a different way of saying it.
I've been saying the word barefooting a lot in my videos, and I think that's a bit more, how do I put it? That's a bit more acceptable, I think, rather than just barefoot, because looking at the videos that I make, which are largely the same really, the videos that I make are more or less the same, but but like you say, it's how they're worded. I mean, most of the videos are me walking around the same park or the same field or the same park or the same field. Whereas, okay, occasionally you get something different like this. Although I do maintain that I still want to do the Forth Road Bridge again barefoot. But then let's see. But yeah, that's still a bit of a trek round this corner.
Nice.
Aye. It's hellish for midges though. Oh, sorry, I'll let you go on.
Yes.
Okay. But in the height of summer, you can imagine, on the really hot summer days, you can imagine what this bit's like. But yeah, I was faffing about and nobody does what I do, so it's great. I don't know, I'm quite surprised actually. Nettles. You okay? Now go on, do you guys want to go on ahead?
Yeah.
Like passing lane.
I know. Thank you.
It does get a wee bit wider as once we get past this bit, I think. Maybe, okay, maybe not. But yeah, I was kind of surprised that nobody does the same videos I do, which I thought there would have been somebody in America or something like that that did what I do. But
I keep thinking about that trail from Switzerland.
ah, that looks amazing.
French Alps to you end up in Rome.
See, that would be great.
I think that'd be amazing.
But then, I mean, the thing about El Camino is,
What's nice about that one is it's not as popular and not as commercial as El Camino.
well, that's my thing.
El Camino's just become really, really packed. And it kind of takes the pilgrimage away.
Well, you look at how many loads and loads and loads of books have been written upon it, about the El Camino. I mean, so many people have done it, and
that was the first time I'd ever heard of this other one.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it sounds to me, from what I've read, more people are more inspired by the film The Way, about some guy walking the way, El Camino, rather than the actual point of the pilgrimage. So that kind of, to me, that seems to...
You don't have to be religious to do a pilgrimage.
No,
Just do a personal pilgrimage.
well, there's a lot that you can read into about pilgrimages, but about being a pilgrim. But like you say, if something's commercial, like that's what always put me off doing the West Highland Way. Okay, fair enough, the John Muir Way is fine, but even that's quite commercial. I mean, I'm glad to say that I've done the Fife Coastal Path, because it's not as well, it's on our doorstep near enough, and it's slightly less commercial. Here we go, a small pond. Now, one of the last times I was here, you've got loads of ducks and so on here. Got one just over there. Well, a couple of them.
Oh, it's nice, all the rushes.
One just over there. You can just make it in the shadow.
Natural pond.
Aye.
Very still, isn't it?
Oof, you're not too bad actually.
Like a mill pond.
Yeah. It's great how there's hardly any air.
It's because there's so much cloud cover, that's why it's not sunny.
Yeah. Also, this feels, actually take your flip-flops off a second. Just feel the soft grass underneath your feet.
It does feel, it's nice, quite springy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's really, really nice. And it's a bit of a contrast. Sorry, I'm just filming your feet because I mean here's my ugly things with complete with cuts and well, with battle scars and contrasting also contrasting colour. My God,
I'm pure valley white.
Yeah, I tend to be very un-Scottish-like and quite well tanned, even though I've never been abroad in God knows how many years. In fact, the furthest abroad I've been is England. And then you can just make out see where the trail ends, just at the tip of that thing, the tip of that rise.
Yeah.
Now that's maybe what, about a quarter mile, third of a mile?
Is that where we're going?
Yep.
Just a second.
And there you think that's what, North Berwick Law over there?
Yes, it is. It's a very distinctive shape.
Yeah. Then I suppose when you get to the beach we've got the Bass Rock and so on, and well, it's... See, what is it, the Bass Rock was used as a military fort at one stage.
Yeah, they all were, those kind of outcrops, you know, those stations along the coast.
Yeah.
Loads of them were like military-like lookout things.
And yeah, I mean, but then I suppose the only way of communication would have been fire, so it would have been like something out of Lord of the Rings. It would have been hellish to have been stationed there. I mean, I can't imagine. I see that Scotland and Ireland are arguing about the fishing rights over Rockhall. Who the hell wants Rockhall? It's a lump of bloody rock in the middle of the fucking Atlantic. It seems crazy that
There must be a big fishing thing there, though.
aye. But I mean, people have tried to settle on there, but to me, if you're getting blasted by the Atlantic winds and just about getting blown over by about 60, 70
Why would you?
It's like people settling on Fair Isle. The reason why there's hardly any settlements on Fair Isle is because life is so grim that, I mean, you'd have to, the amount of supply, it's very difficult to be self-sufficient in any area, in any, piece of land.
See all this land here to your right?
Uh-huh.
This will all be very protected.
Oh, it is.
This coastal grassland is like amazing for wildlife.
Yeah.
The amount of things that survive and thrive in all this kind of boggy, it will all be preserved of it, all like National Trust of Scotland type land.
Yeah, guaranteed. It's all that. I mean, obviously you've got the golf course over there, but I suppose, to be honest, at least the golf course is relatively well maintained, but the golf course would have been there for over 100 years anyway, before you had the mass industrialisation and before you would have had people building out from Edinburgh. I mean, round about here it is beautiful because it's relatively stark and it's completely barren. On top of that, although it was tricky to get into the car park here, it's kind of nice because it's so deserted.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I like it. And obviously you're looking over there, which I don't know, so eventually I'm going to run out of room on this camera for all that stuff.
I can switch it off now then. At least 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I'll get us to the beach. I mean, we're just talking the way that we normally would. What I could do would be holding hands and doing two things. Doing the whole romantic couple thing. A lot of the time when I'm filming though, I'm not talking these days. All you hear is my footsteps.
How are your feet feeling on this?
I feel okay.
It's quite gritty, although it's very fine.
It's very fine
stones.
grit, and if it gets too much, for a couple of seconds I'll walk on the grass, but it's fine. It's actually not as bad as what it sounds.
I like this little path, it's nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's just something different. Just kind of
Love you.
The funny thing is I don't really have to worry about too many people watching these videos because I can't imagine too many people getting to the end. But it's not even about that, it's just quite nice just to do. If I was on my own here, guaranteed it wouldn't be as much fun.
That cloud cover would go away. I bet it would be scorchy.
Oh, it would be amazing. But you can still kind of see how many people are here. Just by if you're looking ahead, you can just make out these. Although part of me's wondering how many of them are golfers. Although there was about how many cars in that car park?
About a dozen.
So it's quite tricky to get into that car park, which was kind of a concern. But it's worth it.
But we were lucky.
No, you're a good driver. You're a good driver. Also, you can smell the sea.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way because it's quite a still day. Even if when we were in the Aberlady, you could still smell the sea. It's interesting seeing the people coming in though with their supplies, and some people are here for a picnic and some people are here to go do whatever, just use the nature reserve. But it's lovely. I wanted to come bring you here for ages.
I've never walked on this path in my life.
it's deceptively long. If you did it as the crow flies, it would be about 2/3 of the length of what it actually is.
Winding.
Yeah. And because you've got there's a lot of erosion and so on within the local area, and it's not that wide a path, but it's a lovely path. I'll stop filming just after we're at the beach, but when you see the beach, like I say, it's as good, for me, it's one of the best I've ever been to, which I'm probably overhyping it because I know that you've been to better. I know that you're much more travelled than I am.
But Scottish beaches can be amazing. Look at that Threeptonmuir, was it called?
The Tensmuir.
Tensmuir, that was amazing.
That
was a stunning beach.
Yeah, all 8 miles of it. I mean, that is colossal.
I loved that day.
It was a nice day actually. It was a good journey up, and it was a good going to Balmerino that day, and
then that little cute tea shop.
Aye, that was great. See, I loved that. Oh, try taking your shoes off here. Just getting the feel of this bit. Just the texture of it. It's quite soft and peat based.
Oh, it is.
Quite springy. Oh, if you touch your arm like that, it's nice. It's really quite cute. Really quite sweet. But yeah, to have walked most of this barefoot,
You've done well.
Surprised myself a bit, to be honest.
I thought it wouldn't be comfy walking flip-flop. I mean, these are mega comfy flip-flops, these reef ones are the surfer ones, but I thought, oh no, all the little stones. And it actually hasn't been like that at all. There's no little stones has got into my shoes, and it's been actually quite comfy.
It's quite sandy now, it's quite soft.
Oh, that's it now. I think that's the hard bit over, shall I?
Yeah. Looks like a couple of people coming back. In fact, quite a few people coming back, judging by the amount of bodies. But as sand just feels very fine and soft underfoot, but it does feel like you're walking forever to get there. To get here. Across the way, you can just make off is, I don't know, it's not even a term. You can just make it out to Combe Island, and I suppose the mast up at just above Burnt Island. See, I kind of get confused about what I'm actually looking when I'm looking across the water. I guess because I know parts of I know the Fife coastline, but I never quite get it right. Right.
That's it, we're at the beach now.
Exactly, now we can start paddling about. All needs a touch of rain and the third day will be complete.
Yeah, we'll be at the Scottish beach.
Aye.
We'll know we're at Scotland beach.
Exactly.
These are like almost like little, you know the bunkers you get on a golf course?
Well, that's what they feel like.
These are like little bunkers, aren't they?
I mean, not probably just soil erosion, well it is soil erosion, but yeah, that's how it feels. Because when we were at Tensmuir it was the same, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I suppose technically the same these. Yep. Yeah, but I think it just cuts down into the same bit, because ultimately we're going where that couple up ahead are going. I don't think you're meant to really, even though it looks like a bit of a shortcut. But it is possible to walk barefoot, although this bit here's a wee bit stony.
I'm too much of a wimp.
I don't know if I'm being overly tough or what, but I mean...
Well, you're used to it though.
Teeth, yes, my feet are. I think, I don't know. I mean, until I never really started walking barefoot until what start of until the start of October 17. And even then, I was quite. My first walks were quite tentative. I was actually. I mean, okay, the first walk that I did was really quite stupid because I did the woods and thinking there'd be, and I kept bumping into people, which was a pain in the arse. But also the woods where I walked were very, very stony and they were horrendous. They really were bad. Which, again, lesson learned. Because I'd walked there once or twice in shoes, not thinking that what you walk in shoes is a totally different experience to walking barefoot. And I remember getting my feet stung by nettles. And yeah, it was quite. That was a bit of a pain, to be honest. But I mean, I was determined, so I just figured, well, this is what we've got to do, because I've always said that I would do the 5 coastal paths barefoot, without forgetting how completely unprepared my feet were, because you need to make. I was reading up on that lady that's doing about running 1,000 miles barefoot over Scotland and Britain.
God, running.
Yeah, but yep. Anna McNuff, she's currently doing that as we speak, and good on her. But she said it took her about 18 months of preparation to get to that stage.
Yeah.
But to do the London Marathon barefoot, Jesus.
Incredible.
Just do it at the time. It shows you how physically unbelievable she can't have a family. Good on her for doing it. But oh by Christ, that's hardcore. Fair play to her, but I mean, I still think you've got to be. But then, I suppose her background is quite. Family were in the military and so on.
She probably grew up all the all athletic.
That's something you've got to be insane. She's got to be very, very physically as well as mentally tough. Some people are like that, some people aren't. The guy's still and.
Hiya.
Right. Thanks for doing this anyway, because this is.
Oh, it's good, it's fun.
Nice. Just something different. It's also a complete break. Both of us have spent the last week in pretty busy places.
It's nice to get out in nature and the stillness and the quiet.
It's nice to stretch your legs a bit.
Fresh air.
Although I stretch my legs on a daily basis, but it's still quite.
Not the same as going for a good walk.
Nothing beats this. And it's funny, for all the stresses of your working week, you just feel so relaxed being out here. But like you say, it would be better if the sun was out, but.
No, it's not right. That'll be going.
Yeah.
Golf club.
Yep. I'm sure they've got some kind of fancy name, some kind of, sure the Chucking Royal or something like that with it.
Cullen is a nice little place.
Yeah, Gullen.
Not much there.
No.
So it's nice.
It's very, 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 obviously very middle class, but God knows what I was doing there, but it is beautiful and historically it's. But then it's not yet another. I mean, they say that one of the most expensive areas in Scotland is East Lothian, and I suppose that's fair enough. Middle class suburb of Edinburgh. I mean, I don't think you'll see a Greggs in there. You certainly won't see too many. You won't see too many.
See an M&S food store and a Waitrose.
Yeah, pretty much, aye. It's not designed for the likes of myself. Maybe yourself, but definitely not myself.
Not you either.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I do remember there being a thing, was a Swiss or German cafe?
Oh yes, I've been there. I think it's it's
remember
Swiss or German or
Yeah.
and it's always really busy, but it's nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's right on a corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've been there.
It just struck me as the sort of place that you could only get in the likes of a Morningside or a Gullin or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's a schemie like myself doing in a place like this? That almost sounds like a joke.
You're not schemey.
But you know what I mean, it's what's a nice schemie like you doing in a place like this? In fact, I was almost tempted to put on the baseball cap and the tracksuit bottoms with the clip-on bits at the side, especially for the occasion.
I'd have to chuck, yeah.
I'd have to chuck me. I'd have to get myself sectioned. Sorry, detained. Might as well use the correct terminology.
Used to be sectioned, didn't it?
Until they changed it. God knows why. Sorry, there might have been some stigma attached to it, but I suppose there's always going to be some kind of... So unfortunately, there's always going to be some stigma attached to everything.
It's going to be have stigma as well.
Oh. Yeah, that's, I guess,
Now
what
is it just detained under the Mental Health Act?
Yep. Sad thing. Always very sad. But yeah, it's one of the things that I don't have is a pair of grey tracksuit bottoms, and it's
God.
I've never worn tracksuit bottoms in years, partly because I find shorts more comfortable. When I played football, fair enough, tracksuits were great, especially in the middle of the winter.
They're okay for playing sports and stuff, or going to and from the gym, but that's it.
Oh God,
And not those bloody grey hoodie material tracky bottoms.
Well,
They're horrific.
that's what I don't get. I mean, what?
Like, the boys wear tracky bottoms, but they're like they're made out of that kind of silky
Yeah.
sports material, and they're straight. They're not elasticated at the ankle.
Well, that's what I used to wear.
It was funny actually, because there was a girl I was chatting to, and I was like, oh, I hate tracky bottoms, especially grey ones with elasticated bottoms, and you get big bits sticking out where your knees are. She turned around and she said, that's what my boyfriend wears every day.
But that's...
I thought, oh dear.
I think that's... it's just when we were in Mones and we were seeing those guys wearing grey tracky bottoms, and they were on a date. And that's what you don't just don't do. Hi.
You're tired now.
Oh, it's a good walk though, you can just get through the car park. No, it's
What, is it just over that mound?
just about a little bit beyond that, but not much.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think we were going to go that way.
Yeah,
Anyway, weren't
aye.
we? Keep walking.
Okay.
I think we said we were going to go that way, junction.